friends, how are ya? What's up? What's new? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, hello, I'm Michel Jancy Smith. That's my Instagram username. Today I wanted to do a video that's another kind of like life 101 video, a little less concrete, about productivity and motivation. Also, side note, sorry if I look different than usual. After this I'm going to an audition where I have to look like a 16-year-old, so trying my hardest. Definitely don't look 16, but I'm wearing very minimal makeup today. Oh, if you don't kind of know my life and if you haven't watched my other videos, I juggle a lot. I have kind of 5 jobs that I juggle. I do YouTube, I am a server, I pursue acting full time, go to auditions and all of that. I'm a nanny and I work in social media. So I kind of have to be productive and motivated or else I will fail at least one of those jobs, not to mention being a wife and keeping our house a-okay. Basically, I always have to be utilizing my time to the maximum capacity, and I have kind of learned myself and learned things that have helped me become more motivated and more productive over time, and I wanted to share them with you. So the first thing I do, because I'm a very visual person, is I write out a list. I write out 2 lists actually. Every Sunday night I write out a list for the week, like an overarching goals, big things that I can't all get done in one day, but I want to get done sometime this week. Then the night before, I will write out a small list of things I want to complete the next day, sprinkled in with things that I have to get done. So for example, I normally try to have 3 businessy type goals, say schedule all the pictures for one of my clients, film 2 videos, and create new thumbnails. 3 business type goals. And then I'll have 3 personal goals: meal prep, go to the gym, and do laundry, that type of thing. Sometimes I have more than that if the goals are smaller, sometimes I have less than that if it's a big project, but I try to make it manageable to where I feel good about myself when I get those 3 things done, instead of being absolutely insane and impossible to get done in a day and feeling discouraged. I will sprinkle that in the order that makes the most sense based off of other things that I have going on that day. So say for example, if I have nothing going on in the morning, I will try to do those all in the morning, and then I'll write out 1 p.m. audition, 5 p.m. work type of thing. Now, the most important thing is to learn when you work the best. I work the best in the morning. Some people work the best at nighttime, but that means I try to block off my mornings as much as possible. I mean, I can't control auditions or things like that, but I can control social plans. And I try to use those mornings to get as much done as possible. I also like to be productive in the morning because it feels good to just get it off my shoulders and be less stressed throughout the day. I'm a very much of a rip the bandage kind of person. I like to get things done and do them immediately. So I've learned that about myself, and because of that, I block off my mornings because it's when I work the quickest and most efficiently and can get more done, and then be a little less stressed out throughout the day. Learn that about yourself. If you are most productive at night, maybe schedule morning coffee hangs with your friends before work or whatever you do, and try to block off those nights to get your work done. One thing I always try to do is do the things I hate the most first. Because if I wake up in the morning and just knock that thing out that I'm really dreading, I feel good and I feel excited to do everything else, because everything else might be more fun, like filming a video. I always look forward to filming a video because it's something I enjoy doing. Something I don't enjoy doing is scheduling posts for my social media job. So I will wake up in the morning and knock that out, and then I will be more naturally motivated as far as emotions go to get the rest of my work done. But I wasn't necessarily motivated by emotion to get that social media work done. So when I just knock it out with my mental motivation, I can kind of write off my emotional motivation for the rest of the day. One thing that I've recently been learning about myself is to listen to your brain. Some days I'm more excited about doing something than other days, and I have to tell myself that as long as I get my goals done within the week, it's okay to push something off until tomorrow. If my brain's just not articulating my thoughts well, if I'm a little bit tired, if I'm like maybe feeling like I'm getting sick, I'm not gonna force myself to record a video because I want to do that when I'm feeling the best for that. So maybe I will switch and I will edit a video because I can do that in bed, I don't have to talk. And I've learned that listening to myself, it kind of goes the same way with like exercising or food. Listen to your body. If you're craving a certain thing, you might be needing that nutrient. If you're craving a rest day and exercise, your body might need to repair. I've kind of translated that into my work ethic as well, to where if I'm not feeling as creative that day, that's fine. I will do more of my mindless tasks that day. Or if I just have all these creative juices flowing, I could do laundry tomorrow. Like, laundry doesn't have to get done today. I used to be very on myself about getting everything done when I initially thought they should be done. but I'm realizing that's not necessary, and you can be so much more productive if you listen to yourself, because you're going to vary day to day by a lot. Another thing that really helps my motivation and my productivity is giving myself breaks. I'm kind of a little bit of a workaholic. I just like to get things done. I know I've said that so many times. I just like to go, 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 go. But I've noticed if I don't give myself a break, I'm still going, but I'm working at like a quarter of the pace or a quarter of the quality. So instead, I like to give myself little breaks to kind of recharge or to motivate myself to get to that break. Some things I like to do is watch a 15-minute YouTube video, and so after 2 hours of work, I'll say I'm gonna go lie down on the couch so I feel like I'm physically resting and just watch a 15-minute YouTube video. Same with a 20-minute nap. I love 20-minute naps. I will preach 20-minute naps. I love 20-minute naps. Other things is sometimes I have a new addiction with 88% dark chocolate, that it's just like the perfect amount of richness for me, and it's not sweet, so I don't keep eating it because of the sweetness, because I'm definitely a sugar addict and trying to not let myself have sugar, so I don't want to keep eating sugar. Side tangent. So I'll go get like a little piece of chocolate because it feels like a treat. Or I'll link this down below. One thing that I've loved doing is just a 15-minute workout video on YouTube. My friend Madison actually sent me a link to this girl that does apartment-friendly workouts. So there's no jumping, no running, no like loud noises. So you can get even cardio done without leaving your apartment, without making your neighbors mad. So I sometimes do that because it just feels good to get your blood flowing, and it's a great break. It's good for your endorphins and for your stress if you're stressed out and you feel like you even worked out that day, even if you didn't have time to go to the gym. So taking those little breaks, whether it be to watch something, to have a fun little treat snack, to nap, or to even just work out for 15 minutes, that kind of boosts me again, kind of refills my cup, and it motivates me to just get more work done. An important subcategory that I really want to touch on in this video is boundaries. This is something that I am really bad at. I'm really working on it. In fact, in premarital counseling, my counselor made me read a book called Boundaries. I am a chronic people pleaser. We'll start with that. I'm a type of person that doesn't know how to say no to people and always feels like I need to be doing the most. And sometimes that's not healthy. Now, I know you can't say, oh, I'm not going to go to work this week, because you obviously have to go to work. But maybe there's some things on your plate that you're doing out of obligation and not because you're excited about it or not because it's benefiting you or other people or anything like that. Now, we get into sticky situations when it comes to like community service or babysitting for people, because babysitting's hard. It's a job, but you're also doing a favor. Or even serving at church, things like that. And too much of excess can wear you down so much to where you're actually resenting the people that you're trying to help because you didn't tell them no. So that's something I'm trying to work on as far as my motivation and productivity go, is to kind of balance my life a little bit more and not feel the need to say yes to everything. It's so much more useful for me to serve at church for 5 hours on a Sunday and really give it my heart and my all than to serve at church for 15 hours on a Sunday, resent being there, be tired, be grumpy, and be stressed, if you know what I mean. So that is something that I am learning. I'm definitely learning. And with taking some things off my plate that I might resent doing, it enables me to give myself a little bit more time, and it enables me to get more done, have rest, to have quality time with my husband, all of these important things, and then also to be motivated to work harder and to be more excited. Like I said, it's kind of a sticky situation area. You really need to evaluate your life, and maybe it doesn't come with just helping people out. Maybe it comes with things you're doing to yourself. Maybe I am juggling one job too many. In fact, I think I am, and I'm really trying hard to be able to quit 1 or 4 of them. Look at your life. Do you need to have all of these side hustles? Or maybe it's even just hobbies that you don't necessarily love anymore and they feel kind of more like a chore than something that you really enjoy. Maybe take something out of your schedule. I feel like we glorify being overworked. And I am guilty of doing that too, of like, oh my gosh, look at all the things I've done today. I'm so stressed out, but like, look at me, everybody. And that's really not healthy. We shouldn't be necessarily glorifying exhaustion. We should be balancing ourselves with rest so that the time that we do work, we are much more motivated, much more productive. Our heart is in a better spot. Our mentality is in a better spot. And that is something I'm definitely working on. To recap, when you're working, being motivated and being productive really is learning yourself. It really is prioritizing, but it's also giving yourself permission to do things at a later date. Listen to yourself, listen to your mood that day, and kind of cater what you need to get done to how you're feeling that day. Because today, you might only be able to do creative things, but tomorrow is a whole new day. Laundry can wait. I keep using laundry as an example as if it's like such an important thing, which I know it's not, but you can do that tomorrow. Give yourself permission to do things at a later date, and then you'll be much more excited, in a much better mental and emotional spot to get things done. And I feel like, at least for me, I actually end up getting more done by working on the things I'm excited to work on that day. And if there's things that have a time limit that you absolutely can't avoid, wake up and knock it out. Get that done first thing in the morning, and it just feels so much better to look forward to the rest of the tasks you have to do that day, instead of dreading that one thing that is on your plate and you're like, I know I have to do this today, I just don't want to do it, I'm just gonna do it later. That's the worst feeling in the world. So those are my tips. That is how I kind of try to maintain a healthy mentality towards balancing so much while staying motivated and being as productive as possible. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. If you do, let me know. I could do more videos like this, so comment that down below. And if you want to hang out with me, I love hanging out with you guys, so press subscribe. We could hang out at least twice a week. That being said, I love you so much, and I will see you later this week. Bye!